Greedio.
Hey there everyone, it's Guest 273 here. I hope you had a good week and I hope you're having a good weekend. And I hope I can make your weekend even better. We're playing some Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And yeah, today we're going to be continuing to play through the single player scenarios from the Horn of the Abyss. We've moved up from the 2-player scenarios where you can play only as one player to the 2-player scenarios where you can play as 2 different players. And let me do a quick audio check just to make sure that everything is a-okay with the stream, because you know, the one time I don't do it, there's gonna be some problems. I can already feel that. I just know how these things work, you know? So, how do I sound? Ooh, Samson says here, hey, how are you doing? How has your week been like? Just to make sure that everything is a-okay with the stream, because you know, the one time I don't do it, there's gonna be some problems. Alright, I sound fine, that is good to hear. And also good to see, I guess, that the quality is fine. So yeah, we're gonna be looking for a map which is to 2 air tyrants. And this one is pretty interesting. Well, of course, air tyrants implies that there's gonna be some airship action. And actually this time, as I said, we can play as one or the other player. And I think I checked, and basically you can play with all of the usual suspects in the Horn of the Abyss. You could even play as Galtrando. So yeah, I was like, probably the best faction to play with. An airship team map would be Factory, because airships were introduced at the same time that Factory was introduced with their campaign. And then I saw, ooh, there's like 2 heroes which will usually be exclusive to the campaigns. That would be Tavin, and that would be Murdoch. And I was like, you know what? If we're gonna be, you know, playing against air tyrants, we need somebody who's able to shoot them out of the sky. So I was like, let's use this rare opportunity to play with one of the, you know, more exclusive heroes. Murdoch, the archery specialist. There is, of course, Orin, who's also an archery specialist, but Murdoch is the second archery specialist, and he is usually like a locked campaign hero, or like you have to disable some heroes to be able to choose him as a starting hero. I just thought, you know, he seems pretty fine for an S-size map as well, because we have halflings and we have gunslingers, which are usually the like less often chosen path for this town. But you know, I wonder if we're gonna be summoning Mr. Caesarus here, because Murdoch is his profile picture. Then I quickly need to remind myself, oh, I chose crystals because this map is ranked as easy in the map rating, so I'm not afraid. So I'm just like crystal time. Been playing hot random maps myself and started playing Bulwark. How do you enjoy Bulwark? For me, it's actually, I like it, but like, I feel strange about it because it has runes, which I think are like pretty strong. They're kind of limited, like only a few select heroes can get runes. The Bulwark heroes and those with Scholar. The Scholar heroes are usually pretty weak. And I think this was made to like make the Scholar heroes potentially good if you just happen to have a Bulwark AI opponent that you can snatch the runes from their town. But otherwise, I mean, I feel like the Mammoths are kind of like, they're both a good and a bad unit because they have a lot of hit points. So you need to like, they're basically damage spongy, which means they survive for a long time. But then again, everything in Bulwark is so slow. Everything is like speed 7, you know what I mean? Or am I crazy? Or speed 6? I think it's actually speed 6. Like, there's a lot of units that are speed 6 and 7. I think the elephants are speed 6. I mean, the mammoths. While the yetis, the steel elves, and what else was like speed 7. So it's pretty difficult to like, you know, be fast with them. They're kind of nerfed by their slowness. I wished I did have like a speed 11 creature, even if that was the upgraded Jotun Warlord, because you cannot make fast with them, you have to have Master Genies. But yeah, I guess I'll talk more about what I think about Bulwark the next time I play with them. But for now, for years your country has been attacked by air pirates. Would be funny if you roll into a cove opponent. There were no means of defense against air attacks, so you were forced to go underground, but enough time has passed to gather strength and repel the air invaders. So yeah, an easy 1v1 map. Let's jump right into it. Let's see if we can repel these air invaders, these air pirates. For decades, air pirates had been terrorizing the surface world. They descended from above the clouds in their airships, robbing and killing anyone they could find. Centuries ago, your defenseless people fled to the only safe place they could find, the underground caves where the airships could not reach them. So the other player is going to be on the overworld, and he's going to be using some airships. Over the long years spent underground, your people have not only survived but also built up enough strength to return to the surface and fight the air tyrants. This would be pretty funny if we would be playing as the dungeon, then we would be kind of like fine just staying underground forever, you know? The time has come to leave the caves and face the world once again. Me every time I need to go out to the store. Oh no, self-deprecating humor. Anyway, haven't played any heroes, so the movement speed is already proper. Yeah, what can Murdoch tell us about himself? He has archery and he has tactics. And his lore is... Murdoch is one to call a professional soldier a fortune. He likes few things more than money and fame. Those urges are what led Murdoch to gather a company of fellow daredevils and head out to seek adventures in Jedamian wilderness. Who knows where fate will take him next? Apparently, fate will take him underground, being suppressed by air tyrants. So, you know, that is quite the turn of events. Yes, the speed sucks. Rush to tier 7 giant dwarfs in the ear mammoth to teleport to your opponent's face. I mean, yeah, that is kind of the strategy, but usually I feel like you have to choose a little bit between whether you go for the Jotuns or whether you go for the mammoths, because the mammoths cost a lot of wood. The dwelling costs a lot of wood, so it's not like, you know, you can kind of do both. Oh, what is this? So, we don't have a foundry built, but we have a blacksmith built and we have a marketplace built already in the town. That is pretty unusual. So, yeah, what would we do? We could maybe try for a bank and then in the next turn building a town hall. We have Celestine, so we're gonna be getting a lot of armadillos. And Ixi the Chinese necromancer. I like calling Ixi the Chinese necromancer, just it's a vibe. Murdoch is of course a mercenary, so no water magic, so no book. It's a pretty unusual start. How much? How many? 50. We could get like, what, 7 more halflings? But I don't think that's gonna be necessary. I think what we're gonna have to be... what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna be probably picking up these 2 chests with Murdoch, maybe even the cake Color of Conjuring. Then we should have enough money to buy out Celestine. Celestine would reinforce Murdoch, and then he would be able to probably do these Wolf Raiders. I feel like that's a pretty decent plan. So yeah, picking up this, I mean, otherwise it's just 2 steps sideways. Sure thing, sure thing. So, the Color, even though we know that he doesn't have a spell book, this is a small chest, which is unfortunate. This is a small chest, which is unfortunate as well. So this is the one scenario that I hoped we could avoid, because now I think we have to take a campfire and we have to pray this is 500 gold. I feel like it's still the optimal play, because doing the sawmill turn 1 would be very good. Yeah, we come upon the obelisk and we see the overworld, unsurprisingly. 600. Okay, cool. So we have enough to buy out Celestine, and I think that is the correct gameplay. To buy out Celestine, and actually to buy out a couple more halflings as well. So, Celestine can reinforce us, and she will also be faster on an engineer, funnily enough. Armadillos are so slow that even her specialty cannot make up for it. Then Murdoch, as I said, maybe going for this sawmill would be good. Maybe going actually clearing these. Actually, 100. Hello, that's like a large amount of them. I can't really take this wood and go back. I feel like we would have to, you know, really go for these and stay in the sawmill to make ourselves faster. Sure. 1 and 5. Oh yeah, this man is the tactician, so we might even... This is bad. I think probably better to like stack them up like this and also have one stacked on the south side just in case. Like that. I hope the 2 stack is not going to be able to like... Okay, that's very good actually. That's incredibly good in my mind. Because now what we can do is we can accurate shot this one. I'll wait. Yeah, because I feel like the armadillo should be able to one-shot. Okay. Very cool little battle that we did here. And then 2 steps. 1 speed is basically 1 step. This is gonna be basically the same. So yeah, Murdoch could be moving out. The Naga Queens... what do I think about the Naga Queens? Hold up, actually. It's still gonna mean... Okay, whatever. I kind of want to do this. It's not gonna make sense before the next battle, but still. So, we could go down here. Maybe this is even encouraged. This is probably where Murdoch is gonna be going. And also probably picking up these resources. So probably, Celestine should be going maybe down here. Maybe picking up all of this stuff before going down there, though. There's nothing hidden behind the town. Sometimes they do like a cheeky hidden thing behind the town. But she's gonna be doing this, flagging the armadillos, and going down here. Murdoch will be... Is he strong enough to fight these? I'm actually worried. What if there's... I think there's gonna be like 110 of these, but what if there's actually like 220 of these troglodytes? I kind of want to avoid them, but still do them at the end of the week. I'm like afraid. Ooh, Ron is here as well. Steel elves are the bomb. Low spear count only drawback. A small map. Howdy howdy from Ohio. We always have that Ohio representation very high. Which is pretty cool. Ooh. Can I still... Yeah, I can reach this. I should try to reach this for the pathfinding. Damn it. And then there's more stuff here. This Spirit of Oppression would be pretty cool. Scholar would be pretty cool. But, yeah, we're just gonna have to go here. That's not good. This is maybe better. Small chest is again. So, yeah, I think we're gonna be avoiding fighting the Grand Elves because they would absolutely destroy us. I think we'll fight the Engineers and then we'll fight the Kobolds. Maybe even vice versa, but actually this we don't know which fight it would trigger. I think it's better to take this, the ore pit and then... Yeah, let's just fight these Engineers, and this is like the end of ore. Oops. End of that. I don't like the fact that they can double hit here. Maybe do something like this. They can still double strike there, but I feel like this is kind of good. Good enough. Okay. Yeah. Now let's see what kind of a nasty thing they do. Okay, now probably we can finish off this stack. 2 to 3. I think we should indulge in that. Damn it. Do this. Try to cook this one. And then they're gonna be attacking the halflings. Yeah, well, one or the other side anyway. That was that. Then I think we should move out and fight these kobolds. Snow owls are also not ideal. The fact that there's a learning stone and a crypt and actually a ring of vitality here is quite the call to go to turn here, but I don't think we're strong enough to do it quite yet. And this is a glorious victory. Okay, that's good to see. So yeah, I guess we're checking out the witch hut, and then I guess Murdoch is going back home. And I do think a bank is going to be a very reasonable build because we can then afford to take a loan in the next turn. And then we can... Ooh, another archery specialist. Nay, what is up with these archers? Tell me we're going to get Orin next. But yeah, so... witch hut. Water magic? That's normally not accessible. I'm very tempted to do it. I mean, we could return here, but maybe we could return with the secondary hero here. I feel like, and this would also be like wasted movement, but I feel like we're gonna indulge in this, even though we don't even know if there's Bless in the Mage Guild. I feel like mercenaries should use the opportunity when they can be water magicians to be water magicians. Anyway, Celestine, what are you doing? You are just grabbing this loot. I think, yeah, all chests small for some reason. A new spell can be unlocked. And here we... Oh, no, we have to fight these, that's why we cannot grab it. Okay, we can check out what the new spell is, and we do see a gantry here. So, yeah. And this is like how we exit to the surface world. Actually, there's multiple exits, which is pretty interesting. And actually, who did the... Ooh, tower. We're fighting against Neela, so archery doing more damage against Neela, taking less damage. Pretty interesting matchup. Pretty interesting matchup indeed. I wonder if we should take the bank loan or not yet. I think actually no, because we can still spend the gold in a good way. And then the question, do we fight these? Maybe if we have these extra halflings. I don't want the necro troops, but actually maybe 20 skeletons. We would be negative morale, which is kind of pretty bad, because the halflings are a damage output stack. So yeah, for now we're just going to be returning to the town. And then Murdoch is, I guess, going to pick up with the rest of the halflings. And then he's going to just go down here and then look for the objectives he can do. Potentially we should be looking to do a gantry. I feel like there's no reason to not be trying that. Protection from water. Bigger chest. Nothing in the skeleton. Okay, that's that. And then, yeah, the griffins are something that we should be doing 100%. So then the question is, what should be my other building? I could build a mage guild. I could build a foundry. I could build a ranch. I feel like mage guild actually makes more sense for the magic school. And also for the fact that there is the protection from water. Like, casting something is better than casting nothing. We will have to probably head back with Murdoch, but... like, the extra units don't actually do much for us. I think it's gonna have to be this. The spell book, of course. Then we actually have the spell already that we were looking for. Haste and Slow and Magic Arrow are fantastic spells. The other two kind of meh. And also this is... these are, like, preset. So we're not actually going to be getting our Bless, which is pretty sad. So we can buy out all the troops though, which is fine. I guess, yeah. And then the question is, maybe we do actually these Infernal Troglodytes. Risk this for like a 500 gold. Or just go down south. Well, I think if we don't do them on day 4, right now, actually this would be like day 4, half our movement points. Day 5, like here, day 6, maybe like here, day 7. Fighting these griffins in the gantry. Yeah, we have to do this like that. And actually this is the special earth terrain, so we can like slow them down. We have a slow. So I guess the game is implying that we should do that. This. 1, 2, and I guess the one can stay down there. But we have only one, actually we have 2 spell power. Is that something we want to do though? Immediately slow them down? I feel like, yeah, we should. And then they're slowed for 2 turns because we have that necklace, so... 1, 2, 3. No accurate shots, I guess we will shoot the one up north. Okay. Then, once again, they're gonna be coming closer. Here would have been good if we could hit. That's also fine, the stack is getting rid of itself. Then here... Okay, they're gonna be fast once again. So maybe we want to like... I'm gonna have 6 people. I'm gonna do something like this, maybe. Oof. This stack is gonna be rolled down. Oop. A little bit of a misclick, but still fine. This. I feel like we should be hitting here. This is even a little bit fine. And then, as long as he can't hit one of the bigger stacks. So yeah, that does mean sacrificing the flamethrowers, but I feel like that is fine. So exactly 100. I was maybe afraid for nothing. Ooh. Luck. Halflings naturally have luck, so it feels worse taking luck for factory. However, last time when I played the huge, or well, I guess XL American map, I had Dirty with luck, and she was lucking like crazy. She had +3 luck and +3 morale from artifacts. And she was like, everyone was lucking and dealing damage, and it was like really cool. I feel like, well, archery, I feel like we should actually go more for archery. If luck comes back to us as a skill like number 7 or 8, maybe I will take it. I feel like most of the fighting is gonna be done with the range stacks, so we're gonna be, you know, not indulging in that. Then. Yeah, we still haven't taken the bank loan, which is actually pretty good. If we get some gold, we could build the city hall. You put your ear to the cold stone and heard loud humming and a babble of voices. After returning to the camp and studying the maps of the dungeons, you came to the only possible conclusion: there were other people in your neighborhood, separated from you by impenetrable earth. In my neighborhood? What is this? Is this a good neighborhood to live in? Anyway, yeah. These 1 stacks. We have a lot of armadillos. Actually, Celestine could make like a very cool big power stack anyway. We'll take this curse. I think actually we shouldn't indulge in this school magic. We should, if we do that, we should do it later. So, offense. Offense makes the brawling for the melee troops better, and I also feel like with how mercenaries level up, it should be fine. Because we're gonna have like quite a few melee stacks. Later on we're gonna be using the sandworms and all like Rokoi. I feel like actually having both archery on and offense is pretty good, because also when the ranged troops are blocked, this is a bit of a code, but when the ranged troops are blocked, their melee penalty is like a little bit less because of that. So we do want to luck, but I actually think Celestine could just go here and basically pick up the Spirit of Oppression for Murdoch. So, gunslingers. Yeah, what a scam. Discretion is the better part of valor, and you decide to avoid this fight for today. That is like less about discretion, more about not being scammed. Giga scam right there. Can't believe they would try to scam us like that. And yeah, what did I say about the city hall? So, 2.5k, this would be 4,100, so we would need 900 gold. Can we get 900 gold in a way that does not sabotage my future? There is more sulfur here. Yeah, we probably can get like 900 extra gold. I'm gonna be like selling 4. I'm gonna be selling... Oh boy, this feels really bad. This also feels pretty bad. Okay, fine. We're committing to this. So now I need to find 700. There are some crystals here. There are some crystals there. So something tells me, a little birdie told me, that we should be selling crystals. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk, sell more of this, sell more of that. And then maybe 400 more, even though I know we need this for automatons. So, losing 500 gold from the bank loan, but getting 1,000 extra, so we're actually making 500 extra after all this selling. So, it was a good choice to do that. And also we'll get access to that chest, so that's gonna be fine. Maybe doing also the basilisk fight could be cool, so... Leprechaun for 2,000 gold, insulted by your refusal, stamps his foot and ignores you. It's good that he ignores me, because oh boy, if he wouldn't ignore me, we wouldn't be having a fight. Those texts, those flavor texts with the new events are like... kobolds don't want to fight, but I want to fight them. And we will fight them. So, logistics. That was the one level up that I was actually looking for. We will, of course, take it. Moving faster, moving more, and moving faster is like a blessing. Need to take the chest here. Then, it's gonna be day 7. So, Murdoch is probably gonna be fighting these basilisks, just so Celestine can take the warehouse. Then, we should have enough movement. I hope we have enough movement to just do the gantry. Maybe like also the griffins on the way there, but if not, then not. The gantry should be a priority. We need to keep the engineer alive so we can do some kiting as well. And of course we're gonna have to be building a foundry. Because I think the engineers are gonna be... Actually, maybe a ranch would also have been a really good idea. Ooh, hold up, there's somebody already in the underground. Who are those mysterious strangers in the nearby caves? Perhaps they too are survivors, a part of your people, who also escaped underground, but were unable to reunite with you. However, their culture and worldview may have changed a great deal over the centuries. Yeah, they reverted back to being a tower. It is not clear yet whether they will become your allies in the fight against the air pirates or try to claim the surface and the caves for themselves. Oh boy, we have neighbors. 200 extra. Hold up. Oh no, I can't do the gantry and the basilisks. Unless I have a solution for this actually. So this is gonna blow your mind. We're gonna ask Celestine to do it. She is objectively the weaker hero, and actually this is a good thing. I'm gonna... we need one of these, and also they're like faster. She doesn't have any of the skills that Murdoch has though. She has haste, which, yeah, we need to hope this is good enough, and we need to hope that we don't get stoned a lot. No morales in turn 1, please. And we can do this. Okay, and then this one would defend. We need to like... Okay, cool. 2 turns. Try to like max the damage out. Not necessarily bad. Okay, good. Feel like we should be brawling, right? Because we can brawl instead of defending or hitting well. That's a misclick and a half. Anyway, I think the best cast we can do would be rehasting, so we can basically shoot every single turn. This one is a little bit damaged, but I feel like we should be trying to, like, you know, yeah, beat down that one, sure. Maybe should have targeted this one. Still fine, still keep defending. Then probably another haste, so in the next turn we will be able to like do things. Then here we are nah, this would be just I mean we can like okay, look, listen to this, or rather look at this. This guy moves, this guy can hit, we get to move first. Okay, they killed him. Okay, cool. We saved an armadillo by using this advanced maneuvering. Then we can take the crystal here. Celestine has done a very good job, actually. Like an incredibly good job. And then we still have the... I mean, yeah. And then Neela, he already has Magi. So, I think we're gonna be putting Celestine on top of this crystal warehouse, because that's a good place to start the turn, next turn on. Murdoch has enough. This would be easier if we had the juggernauts. We have the ammo to do the gantry. Yeah, this is just correct. Let's just do this. The AI is gonna be like, you cannot possibly win this. This is an unwinnable fight. What do you think you're doing, Mr. Guest? And I'm gonna be like kiting. So we can slow him down for a few turns, or we could throw a few magics. I feel like we should be slowing. He cannot morale. I feel like we should be kiting him closer to us. And then maybe this is fine as well. Okay, very strong. A lucky hit here. Then go here. Go down there, mister. These can chill out. Go down here, mister. He does so. Perhaps I am the one control. Oh no, damn it. He might be wanting to laser a few things. I feel like, well, shoot. This has to defend. This has to defend. Yeah, how do we feel about this whole situation? He will probably try to laser. Yeah, he did the lasering, but I thought we would be safe from it for a little while longer. I feel like we should do this just so he lasers these two. No, he wants to laser 3 for 1, and we got the lucky hit where it mattered. That is really good. So we can buy Mr. Juggy, or we can buy Mr. Two Juggies. And then ranch or a manufacturer. You know, we have like a bunch of ranches, so we would get like a billion trillion armadillos. Celestine would be even happier than she is in her portrait for getting these armadillos. But I think the automatons will help us do like the Naga Queens, for example, and maybe even help do as these. I feel like the manufacturer is the correct call here because, yeah, explodey boys are very cool. Kane ol, lol, konnichiwa guest kan. Hey there. You wouldn't know a certain delicious, would you, Mr. Kane All? Kano, lol. That is a pretty interesting nickname, by the way. But yeah, we cannot buy the Dreadnought here. I guess it's, yeah, we would just chill here. I'm very happy with how that battle went. Well, besides the fact that we got lasered on the big stack. His laser range is wider than I remember it being, but still, it's fine. And yeah, black border guard here for a purple border guard. That's pretty interesting indeed. Okay, weak of the squirrel. So 2000 gold for that. Not yet, I guess, would be my idea then. Then we can't take a bank loan. I guess we would just take one Juggernaut, right? One Dreadnought. Like, we definitely need it. And then we can get the second one on the way back with, like, Celestine. I feel like actually even doing something like this would be fine. So, and then also heading back. We don't need the money immediately. We have 1000 gold in the bank. But yeah, we should be doing this fight so we can pick up everything afterwards. I actually, well, yeah, maybe. If I stack them like this, it should be good. Some pretty tough fights in the early game here, but I feel like we're also getting like a somewhat rewarded for them. Then we can save the engineer here. Aha, foolish griffin. I can laser. And then I guess we would defend the bigger stack of armadillos. Damn it. And then this. Wait, well, we can't... Wait, the Dreadnought can't really engage in combat here. And I think we would just, like, hit and finish the Griffins off. Okay, cool. Then Wisdom or Logistics. I think we want to move more, so it's going to be Logistics. Wisdom is also guaranteed later on. And yeah, we have to take a few of these things. Who do we have in the tavern, by the way? Ooh, Eanswythe, Money Man. I do think we would be buying out Money Man immediately, because there's also 3 learning stones. So he would be like a very welcome person here. But then Celestine has to have the gold and all of these pickups. I feel like a ranch is fine, even if slightly delayed. I can't really see us, well, maybe buying Mr. Moneyman in this turn. Hold up. We would need what? We would need the 600 gold. What if... I am feeling it, actually. This, and then I guess the 4 crystals, which is a bit unfortunate, but we have bought Mr. Moneyman. Mr. Moneyman can do a few things. Well, he can go for that later. He can make Murdoch a little bit faster after going for this. Actually, we can unify the army, kind of, so we don't have to go back to the town. No estate damage. So, but the fastest troop is an engineer, so Murdoch is like made faster, of course, or whether or not, whatever. It is what it is. This is fine. And yeah, we increased our income by 250, with the potential of having it increased by 500 instead. So, Celestine, this. I'm getting obelisked. Picking up the Dreadnought would be pretty cool. Murdoch going here. Then we're doing this. Then we're just one step short, which is pretty sad. One step short of getting another 1,000 experience. We can't really get the Juggernaut in this turn, or the Dreadnought in this turn, so we better wait. Can we get something better? I think we just go get the... Okay. We have to make a choice at the moment. The choice would be maybe Automaton bombing these Naga Queens, or maybe Automaton engineering, dreadnoughting these things. Either way, we should be developing our town a little bit, because we skipped on it last turn, so it's like 1,000 gold is like a sound investment to make our town better. We don't have that much mana. I guess I could just replenish my mana in the town. I could also get some luck. And then I guess I'm buying one of these because they're the faster unit. Slightly uneventful turn, but I feel like it's pretty decent. Okay, then Eanswythe, give me those estates, damn it. You refuse to give me estates. And that's pretty sad. That's incredibly sad. Well, either way, you can go here day 4, then day 5 you can be here. Everything is being picked up. Then Naga Queens or Grand Elves. I feel like with the Naga Queens we can take the Halflings as well. It's the Grand Elves where we can't really take the Halflings to fight them. So these two are good blocker units. Then the question would be how many of these do we need? 4 stacks of them. Maybe we could repair. Maybe only 3 stacks and then we have engineers. Then it's like... not that good. I guess we're building a pen because it's like the cheapest thing here that we can get. I am Kaneo from Mortal Kombat. How have you been keeping? Have been living under a rock the past month away from society. Any world-ending situations? No world-ending situations. I'm trying to think of what I have heard about the news that has like been recent in events. There is an oil shortage in Russia, funnily enough, because all their oil refineries have been like striked so hard that they have no oil, because they have it like at the... Basically you have to like convert oil, and I've been hearing that they can't get fast like first point where they convert the oil into like a different kind of oil. Yeah, because all the refineries have been striked. So they're stuck with oil deficiencies, which is quite interesting. Then I wasn't quite following the news this week because I was watching a few movies. I watched Iron Lung, which is a movie made by a YouTuber, Markiplier, but it's made like following or rather based on the story of a game, and it's actually pretty interesting. It's like a 2-hour movie. Some people said that it kind of dragged on for a bit, but for me it was like the opposite. That the movie kept me interested for the whole 2 hours, where because I didn't know anything about it, it was like intriguing. It's like technically a low budget movie, but then again it cost like apparently 3 million, or actually that's not I looked at an interview afterwards. Apparently it was closer to 5 million, but apparently the media just ran with the number 3 million, and yeah, the guy behind the movie, Mark, doesn't know where they got the number from. That was pretty funny. Then I watched another movie, which also came out in 2026. Project Hail Mary, which had Ryan Gosling starring in it. He was like the main actor there, wasn't the only one, but I did very much enjoy it. I think if you're a space exploration fan, if you like movies like Interstellar, I think you would like that one as well. It was quite interesting, and once again I went in completely blind and I was like positively surprised. But anyway, let's do the Naga fight. I'm actually thinking the detonation does 90 damage. We're gonna have some deficiencies here in dealing damage, but I feel like this should be fine. Okay, the AI does it, but like those are some casualties. I feel like maybe actually having the armadillo here and Juggy here so he can like laser things would be pretty good. Then what do we do? Speed. We could outspeed them like this. I think we should. This way. Oop. Hold up. Thankfully you can just toggle that back. The speed order changed, so I was like a little bit shocked by that. I think Juggy's gonna have to... I call him Juggy, but he's actually a Dreadnought. He's gonna have to defend a bit. Here is like a double hit. I think we should aim at the single stack, and I think we should indulge in them striking themselves. Here it's like a double hit as well. I kind of want position... This would kind of get them down to like 1. I feel like we can get more value, if you know what I mean. Like that. And this is just 2 for 2, so I kind of have to take it, you know? Ooh, no, I didn't have to take it. That's interesting. So, I think we should be indulging in using a magic arrow here, because that's a whole stack gone. This is probably gonna get both of them. Then, let's try to go for 1 for 1. And actually, I'm gonna shove that one. And then, just hit them. Okay, this was a much easier fight than I thought it would be. And we can actually take the Sulphur Ring. We can return home. Because we're not gonna have anybody reinforcing us, so we can like take a completely fresh setup for the elves. Or we could go here with this setup. And then afterwards we would have to do a crypt as well. I think we go back, because we can replenish our mana. We can make fast, and this is just all around really good. A really, really good thing, and we are of course equipping the Sulphur Ring. Okay, cool. Cool. So. Oh yeah, I heard Ukraine got some crazy streaks going on Russia. I saw Iron Lung too. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, the production dragged on and was delayed multiple times, hence the budget was blown a little bit. I heard that the guy Mark actually got a world record in that movie. It has the most amount of fake blood used in a movie, because the movie takes... okay, well, slight spoilers, but it's like you will see this in the first 5 minutes of the movie anyway, if you want to watch it. The movie is like in a submarine that is in a blood ocean, so of course it's gonna have a lot of blood, you know? He got like blood, he got like eye poisoning, because if your eyes touch the fake blood that has been like staying there for a little while, like for a few months, which was the case, you get like pink-eyed, apparently. Hail Mary was a good movie statement. Good movie statement, but why the thumbs down? Solid fight. Feels good to watch some good old Heroes 3. Feels good to be playing some good old Heroes 3, I can tell you that much. But like, last week I was playing as well, but I would call that less playing and more like... Actually, maybe I feel... Oh, yeah. I could have given Mr. Ian, but he wouldn't really have made it back here. Could have given the second dreadnought. Anyway, how do we deal with the elves? I have an idea that, well, we already have one of these. I should be building something as well. They are speed 7. We are speed 8 with this. I either don't take the halflings, or I take the halflings. Okay, I have an idea. So we're gonna be fighting the steel elves, or the wood elves first. Then we will be fighting the crypt, and then we'll just deposit these in the ore pit, the halflings. So, what army are we taking? I guess we're taking all of these. Actually, I ironically would like these, because they are like speed 8, so they might morale and they might like block if there's like a steel elf there. That does feel decent. These are like too slow to do much. And maybe, I feel like for a crypt. But then again, what do we need the automatons for? Exploding the other automatons, that's like actually a really good idea. Gunslinger here, which we can, if we can outspeed, but then again, then we would need like an air shield or something. Unless we go for Olgoik or Kois. I don't like the fact that the artifacts are asking things of me. I wonder if this is going to be booby-trapped as well. You know what? Just in case it is booby-trapped, I will take like another automaton here. I will take 3 of these. And maybe another stack of these, or maybe like 2 of these. Nah, it has to be a bigger stack of these. Oh, guessed Rocky would be disappointed. What do you mean? Oh. Oh, yeah, I get it. It didn't register my mind, but yeah. Thumbs down indeed. I can't believe that skipped my mind. I wasn't like 100% engaged in chat. Ooh, we see the red, okay, I'm like not focused on this reality at all. The red tent, of course. If that's red, then I guess I'm a Rocky, but the Rocky that is like a movie star. So, for, oh no, I see the correct answer. The correct answer is hasting and detonating, but not immediately. Unless maybe you can like morale. Please morale. Well, he blew himself up. Rocky would be disappointed. I think this is still fine though. Like, look, he's gonna poke him. Then we need to not lock, so we need to wait for the. Oh no! Oh, don't lock, don't. Okay, cool. Very good, very good, incredibly good. Okay. Then hit from here. Didn't die. Cool. Then. I was like, we lost one, but he's alive, but then that's the other one that exploded. Okay. Tripping myself up, really. So, Black Tent is here. That's pretty interesting. So, what do we do next? Chest time. I mean, am I gonna be taking a chest if it's a big one or a small one? I do think actually we should be having the gold to build up the town more. And then this ring is actually not booby trapped, so that's like brilliant stuff. So we need to see what kind of a crypt this is, then I can reposition my army. In a way. The automatons kind of look like Rocky actually. Unironically, yeah. Everything reminds me of her, or I guess him in this case. Anyway, Celestine can be like on AFK mode, so she's not bothering me with requests to move her around. So vampires, of course, that's the case. So, vampires rates... Maybe... am I crazy just attacking the walk... Nah, yeah, you should be not attacking the walking dead immediately. This is not their native terrain, so they shouldn't reach. I think we can set the detonation. This... And then this is like slot number... Maybe... Okay, wait. Don't want to say the funny number. 3, 4... Actually, okay. Let's see if my calculations are correct. So he cannot reach, nobody can reach my halfling turn 1. I think we should, because this guy has no retaliation, he's like, oh. Bro's weak apparently as well. Then we can just move away with this engineer. Like, wait. Aha, he goes for that. I'm actually kind of fine just waiting here. In that case, we can do that special strike, but we can also not do it. Here we shouldn't be losing an armadillo because he's too strong. Okay, we are actually casualty free. We can do this just to don't forget. Are we? Yeah, we are casualty free because they can't quite reach. And we can repair this guy, so this doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Laser time. Okay. Estates on Murdoch. In an S-size map, honestly, we would... I usually don't like taking estates on my main heroes. He already has the sulfur ring, though. What if there's, like, a lot to this map? Like, I mean... But then again, the airships are expensive. You know what? He's gonna be paying for his own airship. The opposite of the wall of China. We're gonna make the Chinese pay for the wall. No, the Mexicans pay for the wall. Damn it, I haven't been following my Trump lore. I don't know who's paying for the wall anymore. Oh, the man's losing it. Man's actually losing it. So yeah. I wonder what my good friend Dan Delicious thinks about those movies. Haven't seen him in a while. Feels like he's been like, you know, also a month away from all reality. Do I just go for this and just start building up the Citadel, Catacombs, and then Castle, maybe like that? I feel like that is like a pretty decent, or I guess I don't have the ore, but still a pretty decent idea-wise at least. Oh, actually, we will have ore. So I want to... Please, but also here... So, we can always take that a little bit later, the Mystical Garden. What would be my ideal setup? Not these. I guess just more... Also not these, because these are like too slow, they're not going to be joining the fight ever. And then basically, I guess like 4 stacks of... Oh, actually, you can be made faster. Here. 4 extra stacks of these automatons. They're gonna get exploded, but... Is this a good idea even? We don't really have any meat in that army because of that. I feel like it should be fine. Like, as in... You can have that because you are the one. You are the one to hold the Wandering. Don't get corrupted by it, I trust you. I'm surprised nobody has made a map where Henrietta has to hold the Wandering, being a halfling, you know? It's only speed 8. I guess we put these on the opposite sides and then just like... Is this gonna backfire completely? Is this gonna be like a massive failure? Gunnar and Fiona. We could have actually also bought some doggos. And then the doggos would be like decent on blocking with the haste on, especially in 2 turns. Attack space would be damned. Adelicious is currently binging on some Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Well, if he would come to play multiplayer this evening, maybe he would be on some on some tears. Oh no. Anyway, what am I doing? I think I'm hasting the Juggy, and that's just gonna be that. Surprising results, honestly. What even is this result? What even is this result? Really? I feel like we do this, and then since these can't morale, we can like repair them. Okay. They're actually shooting him. That's really good for me. It's like extremely good. That's like... Let's punch the elf type of good. Then I think we would actually be... Well... Yeah. He's probably gonna be strong enough to like get one down. Or not. Then we have to like block this one. Then... I was thinking of maybe not going detonation mode, but then I was like, what's the chance that they won't actually kill? If they morale, I'm gonna feel super stupid. Like, extremely stupid. Like, either of one of them morales. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, this one can be repaired. Sure. Then, smash. We need the one with detonation on to get out of here. This one needs to get out of here. This one can fight. This one can fight. This one can fight. No casualty battle, eh? Need to just kind of like get out here. And then we have the health. These elves were weaker than I thought they would be. That's a shocker. Then, actually, you, my good sir, hold all the slow troops. And that actually everything besides an automaton. Then, Murdoch can actually... Earth magic or being able to pay for your own health. Well, we do have slow. There could be town portals here. The map could be like very tricky, but I feel like actually... the choice. Do you want stability in life or do you want economic success? I think he's gonna go and join the stock market crew. Okay, good old Murdoch and the good old stock market crew. So anyway, we're gonna have a very powerful move out on week number 3, I think. And yeah, these opponents are already moving out. We are gonna take the units here. Do this, do that. Then Ian just needs to be able to leave him with one of those, because I feel like the automatons are going to be valuable, even though they are the faster troops. Poor Ian, actually useless. He needs to find another thing for him to level up. Gunslinger isn't giving him that level up, though. Imagine having 3 learning stones. I know it states... I mean, even Murdoch has more going for him in this game. Do we just go out, like... We can reinforce with 2 Juggernaut. Yeah, we should. I think we should. Or maybe we restore a little bit of mana. Catacombs. I feel like the Ogre Turquoise are gonna be very, very... stonks. Yeah, we're going for those stonks. I feel like the sandworms are always really good. Then we're not gonna have money. I'm gonna regret not having them if I don't have them. And then, but here I'm gonna regret not using the movement points. I feel like this is the correct play, just moving out immediately. And then also let's position our troops in a way that kind of makes a little bit more sense. These will have to be repaired. And these will have to detonate, and then... We could also haste and get this thing. But then it's like hasting. Well, it's kind of fine, right? Because it's like 1 gunslinger. We can waste 1 for 1. Tiny bit of XP, which doesn't actually give us anything, but still, sure. Anyway, we're making a big buck now. I think we should be making... No, we're not making 3,000, damn it. Not making $3,000 dues, but we can get this going for us. So Ian can sit here, and then next turn he can tag 2 things at once. Then we do need a little bit of investments for a castle. So this is why I wanted to build the sandworms, because I did believe we can get like a very big stack of them immediately afterwards. Do this now. Well, I misclicked, so I guess we're doing this now. In the next week. I feel like that should be fine. I almost also feel like, well... Yeah, actually. This, into that, could be fine. So, Murdoch is as ready as he can be to, like, go out here. They have the same amount of towns, but they have more heroes. They have at least 4 heroes. Maybe there's a prison. Oh, also bank exists. Yeah, right, I kind of keep forgetting about that. We could be using it, we should be using it to get a capital, definitely. So then, my question is this, there's somebody with 350 gold or estates? No. But we have 2 very interesting people here, Henrietta and Giselle. Giselle, probably not going to be interesting on this map, because it's like a little bit too small of a map. But Henrietta though, Henrietta's going to be have to like bought out, definitely this week. a bunch of armadillos. And then here... I think we should reinforce ourselves as much as we can, so that means taking the bank one, taking 2 dreadnoughts. And then Celestine could actually follow us to the overworld. We actually have 2 out of 3 for the tries to remember the artifact name but fails. What is that artifact? Ring of the Magi. That is usually not an artifact you would care for, but actually since we have low spell power, if we would get like a mass cast, which we're not looking like, but like that cast would basically be there for the rest of the battle, for every battle basically. So I feel like these are tanking. Can we like make these tank? Oh, maybe a little bit. Should be tanking maybe like... Okay. They're moving closer and they're also moving together, which I feel like this is a big mistake from their side. Because what we can do is this. Then we could even... Hold on. I want to see... Well, actually, yeah, we just do this. And then we can repair, right? He's setting his detonation, but we don't even need to repair, we can just do this. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Then, do we take the chest immediately? Do we not take the chest immediately? I feel like diagonal step would be interesting. An airship has been spotted. I feel like there's gonna be lore on this hex. And then we should be potentially maybe doing these other sentinel automatons. So, we haven't built anything in town. How close is Murdoch to a level up? Less than 1,500. We have to buy Henriette, we have to buy... I like the fact that it's telling me what resources are, thank you game, when I right click on it. So, potentially... No, there's like 2 but there could be... Okay, expert estates, expert archery, expert tactics, and expert logistics. I think this is... rolling all 4 of these on expert is kind of like... Oh, damn it. Well, anyway, tactics is gonna help us, I feel like, especially with fights like these. I feel like we should take this fight. It's like there's like a lot of good stuff here behind here. So, here it was, the surface. You saw what you had only heard about in the stories of old people who had once lived under the sun. There was, however, no sign of the air pirates. It seemed that no human had set foot in these parts for many years. The wrecked airships and gnawed upon skeletons had gotten overgrown with vegetation. Had the foe you feared so disappeared from this world, it no longer mattered whether they had been struck by illness or by strife. Now, you were only worried about the prospect of encountering the inhabitants of other caves. The cave people. Ugh. A lot of casualties. Wonder if the AI messed this up somehow. Actually, you know what? You, my good sir, need to punch him in the face. Then, what do we do then? I feel like actually, I really liked the idea that we had going here. These would like kind of go down. Okay, that's good. Aha, you fool! I can detonate on you. Or you can detonate on yourself, rather. Okay, damn it, didn't quite get them. Wait, and then... Yeah, we can just laser. We can... That, and actually... Sure. Didn't even need to lose that one, to be honest, but okay. We did these fights. We could jump into an airship with no movement points left. Is that a wise choice? It's calling to me, it's like so perfect. We could go places, but I could also not go places. You need to disembark to like fight things, which is the problem. I feel like this is gonna be like the end goal. I feel like we should be fighting something like Fang Arms and just getting more stuff out in the open. I feel like there's also like maybe a second town here. It's just like the map design is calling to me. So, Maybe we leave something for Ianswythe. Actually, I have an idea. I'm gonna do this. He's gonna go there. Well, the little bit, I mean, the engineer being here. Kinda sad. And yeah, I have an idea how we can make both of these heroes useful. So first things first, give her an upgraded engineer, take the worst one. Okay, Fang Arms. Garm of the Fang. Actually, I feel like maybe going down here. Then they would fly up. Okay. They would fly, yeah, into the accurate shot of this halfling, so that's that. Then he can defend. We don't really care too much. That I wish I kind of moved him though a little bit. Gonna be getting hit, but that's kind of fine. That's what he's for. His life purpose. And then also just cook these. Okay, cool. Super easy battle. Super easy battle. Need to step aside. I guess we will be going here. Ooh, a learning tree. I feel like we will snatch the gold though. Be a little gold goblin with Celestine here. This is interesting. I feel like the three, if it's gems. Purple tent. Well, we have a purple tent, but we need a black keymaster. The plot thickens. I feel like we should take the three, because we have the thingamajig, we have the estates. Then this is fine, because we can go here and we can take the air tome. Air tome, okay, we gotta go air toming. Murdoch needs a little bit more knowledge though before that. So let's go here. Ianswythe can go there. Celestine can go and grab these. Okay, this one is not like paid for. Aha, Nixus. Aha, Demon's Horseshoe. Actually, this is like all of these are brilliant things. Sultans. I guess the idea, yeah, is that you really fly past all the nasty things. Sorceresses. I actually feel like they're kind of good, especially if I had more slots for 1-stacks. I feel like we'll take them just because we are an archery specialist. We can fit these into the crew, can we not? We can. Then, I feel like actually the champions are very doable, especially once we get the artifacts from Celestine. Here we're still waiting for the capital. We do have a Henriette as well, available to be bought out. Maybe we just reinforce 87. Henriette would be bringing us 90. I feel like building this would also be good, but... Try to get the capital first. Try to get the capital first. So, Ianswythe, you need... This is actually gold, but this is also gold. But yeah, let's take this, because it's gold. And then... Aha, this is what I thought. If we have a small chest and a big chest, my man is gonna have perfectly enough for a level up. Or actually, like, a little bit over for a level up, but still pretty good. Now we can put him in a town. He's like a gold mine. But before we can promote him to a gold mine, we can quickly take this good stuff here. Celestine can give us these things. I don't think... Well, we're gonna be using... I feel like actually we can do this. We'll have 1-stacks afterwards that we can use. Like a Gebo. A Gebo is actually like a pretty cute objective because it's 1000 gold for 2000 XP. Pathfinding. Yes, please. Pathfinding indeed. Airship Yard, a quest gate. I feel like we should risk... Oh. I mean, should risk this just in case the chests are big and then, like, you know, if we got 4000 gold here, we would be able to buy a capital out. feel like advancing in this direction is also the correct play. Followers. A sure thing we will accept you, even though, it's like whatever. I knew the risks. I wasn't expecting followers though. I feel like actually fighting these though would be pretty cool. So we can get like free passageway to that side. There, these are fighting. I feel like the result is also really good. This is basically what I would also get if I would be fighting myself then. We're gonna make Celestine a little bit faster by getting her the pathfinding. I am gonna risk... Okay, speed 7, speed 9. Yeah, I'm gonna risk Murdoch being attacked here, but to make him a little bit faster. Then, I think he is gonna be going to the left side, because I feel like if getting the Phenixes done would be really good. Then maybe Celestine would give her... No, we should keep the army here. But she should be going to the right side, so we have heroes on both directions. I feel like we still build nothing. I feel like he's going up here, right, isn't he? So, yeah, a little bit of a danger. Stranger danger noticed. Did this. A dragon Utopia. Utopia of a dragon. So yeah, one hero definitely should have these units. Actually, these make very good one stacks. Maybe. We have like a repair. I feel like this would be better in reverse actually. Or almost like... I don't want to leave, but if I'm going towards the Phenixes, I definitely don't want Murdoch to be having any ranged troops at all. So like, you know, he just has like a brawling stack. I wonder if this is correct or not. Sure thing. We kind of made both of our armies a little bit weaker, and I think Celestine, because she has the pathfinding, is gonna go. Well, technically there's both rough terrain in both directions. Okay, this is just sulfur. Nothing but sulfur indeed. We can check the quest gate. The sultans we could actually also do with the whole army. Potentially we should. I mean, sure thing, we'll take... Okay, this is also just the mine. An area with the mine. I feel like we should take this. And yeah, now we probably should be flying over for the air tome. I feel like that is very, very good. That is going to be exceptionally good. So we have a bunch of sulfur. I feel like we can just sell a bunch of sulfur because we are not like a dungeon player or whatever. Build a capital, okay. Then we can probably build like a maybe a watchtower, something cheaper. And we can also buy out like a Henrietta, right? Oof, that's very sad. I can't actually see what kind of a unit they have there. What is this? Those who fly the purple flag pass. We can pass, but do we want to pass? Is a great question. I feel like we will pass, but we will first try to merge back these armies together to something that makes sense. Okay, this, and then we would rather actually have just even one big stack. Well, but I don't have anything for morale. This is the problem with the sea witches. I'm kind of switching my ideas a lot here, but I feel like this is correct. Also, a medium-sized stockpile, because you can see in the bottom. And then Celestine is just gonna go through here. Aha! Well, we can go into this sanctuary if we really want to. We can go into the sanctuary if we don't really want to. So, the Swite of the Aeon is here. We are indeed actually going to be upgrading the halflings. Actually, wait, I made a mistake. I did want to buy Henrietta, but I wanted to make her fast. I could have done it with the Olga Kirkoi as well, or the Sandworm, or the Automaton. Still fine. I feel like Henrietta has the potential to be like a half-decent secondary hero. We don't have Bless, so we're not going to indulge in the water magic. And what else do we have? Do we have maybe a 350 gold? Hello. Let's take a bank loan because basically pays itself off almost immediately. And then hold up Octavia. Can also be like a little bit more educated. So, I think we can fight these two fights. And then I think we have to go for the Phenixes. A decent result, however. So, try to do that. So, like... I like the fact that they can basically hit everywhere they want. That's good. This is good. This is also fine. It's actually really good because we have 3 of them. I should have left more. Defense tip. Then. Speed 13. We would be the same speed, but... Let's do that. I think we should. And then I wonder what he is going to be attacking. Nothing. So, do I... Okay, I don't think I do. Okay, can we like scuttle around? Yeah, I mean we can free up the pathway for the champion. So he can just smash once. Okay, then water magic or wisdom. Well, I already committed to like the bad things. Water magic being one of them. So what is this? Water magic again. A bunch of water magics. Not quite sure how I feel about this anyway. We'll go for the School of War, we'll attack the Nixes. Then once we're done with the Nixes, we will go for the, you know, attack. We should be rallying troops for that. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here is indeed a great question. So, Watchtower or Catacombs? I feel like Catacombs are going to be more relevant. But you can also make a high speed hero. So here. Then I feel like Octavia should be actually standing here. She will be grabbing these things. We will buy a new hero in the town. That new hero will be reinforcing Henrietta. Henrietta will be reaching this far exactly. So Ian can just basically chill here unless he wants to actually go grab those. But I feel like he should be just as far as he can be. Then Celestine, and I feel like we will be attacking more than we're going to be defending. And then maybe a level up for Murdoch. Sure thing, we'll at least try. And then we can do this as well. So he will be there, so he will be reaching. Actually, hold up. I will give you another 1 stack. Okay. Then Celestine can get the obelisk. We kind of do see... I have an idea. I have a feeling they would put the grail like somewhere here. So it's like fair. So the map is like symmetrical actually. The HOTA developers would be fair and balanced. I remember this map. I've played it before. Oh wait, there's a town here, I just noticed. I think we should still go to the airship route, but... Aron is like, wait a moment, I know you. I remember this map. I played it before. So, we'll let them go closer. Never mind. We'll not let them come closer, I guess they'll... Can they reach? Of course they can reach, so I guess we just smash. And we smash here. Foolish Nixes. I am stronger than you are. Okay. I like the fact that Ron is judging how well the map is going by if he can hear guests saying the word fool. So yeah, Giselle not gonna be... 22 centaurs, by the way, is like a lot, especially for Rampart. Especially since some heroes come with like 12 of them. But yeah, we're not gonna go for that. Airshipping. Oh no! Theodorus is a hooligan. Oh no, he's airshipping. This, I guess Celestine will be trying to dig this out. She will also be checking what is in the refugee camp here. Ooh, hello, that's actually surprisingly relevant. Like, yeah, surprisingly relevant troops. We could make her better, but at the same time, why do that? Okay, so we, yeah, take the gems, take the sulfur, I guess go like over here. Then we can buy out the fresh hero, Cal, Gogs. We would rather have Mr. Floribert. I think the biggest improvement, well, we can either get a bunch of Olgor Turquoise, which is not like all of them, or we can get all of the halflings, which don't do too well against... Should hold up, we need a little bit. Don't do too well against the Firebirds, the Phenixes. I feel like we're gonna have to fight the Phenixes and then we're gonna have to like go back for the halflings. And also, I feel like 700, okay, like 700, maybe like 1,000 something. I want to buy like 3 of these. Okay, 3 of these, cool. And then, yeah, we don't really have cheap 1 stacks, too bad. Too bad, too bad. We also don't have an ammo cart. We're like a little bit too poor for this endeavor at the moment. So you can have that. Okay. Then we can quickly go for these 2 things. Floribert is an interesting person. Kind of need to keep the supply chain potentially going. Then Eanswythe can really reinforce, well, almost fully reinforce Murdoch. Is Murdoch gonna take this? Murdoch is not gonna take the halflings just yet. He's gonna go actually fight and get the cornerstone. Do they have? Yeah, they have 2 towns. So yeah, there's a town on the opposite side, of course, as well. Glorious victory, advanced pathfinding. That's exactly what he wanted. Okay, then what is happening here? Can we just not strike them? We can. So we should. Another mine. These guys are gonna be turbo fast though. This town is well built up. What are you talking about? Even a mage guild? A mage guild? Level 3. Mage guild. I don't even have wisdom. Damn, not having this town earlier, especially when I did the... oh my god. The marketplace trade rates. Anyway, it has a stable, so we just go inside of it. And yeah, then we can do the Master Genies, we can do the mine, we can do these 2 objectives, and then... oh, actually, maybe we can go into the underground. Wait a moment. Hold up, are there 3 different undergrounds? Huh? Hold up, and I mean the air tome could be also like a goal that we have. I feel like, yeah, let's just fight... ooh, a very strong artifact. Fight those genies. So this... this... Mr. Genie can still reach. This Mr. Genie can now reach. Okay, hold up. So... kind of buffing each other up, sure thing. Sure thing, Mr. Genie. I do not have Bless. 26. Well, we can eliminate at least one of them, which is cool, I guess. That's right, unluck. Foolish Genie. And then... back these struggle dice, like free, okay, ore production, sure thing. Need to pick up this necklace because it's like amazing, then we can actually like merge many armies together. And have a positive morale. Actually, maybe going for this conservatory. Like, yeah, taking this. Actually, Celestine, you're like very fast. Oh no, not as fast as I thought you would be. But still, maybe worth considering. The big point I'm contesting here is the, yeah. The Air Tome and the Dragon Utopia. Also, we have a hill fort here. Anyway, can't really build anything. Kind of like flying through here, so... have to take the Pendant of Courage and have to immediately equip it, because it's just so good. Too good of an item. Then... Octavia here. Not really using her scholar. Actually, I wouldn't even mind having him back in the town. So hold up, or like him in the town, because it's like he's generating 1,000 gold anyway, so. I feel like, yeah, Celestine just going back. With the half, oh, we should have taken the hat, never mind, anyway. Kinda sucks, kinda doesn't, anyway. Eanswythe can go into the town. Or like at least attempt to. Be close to the town. Could build a fort here. Feel like we should be taking even a little bit of gold. Then, Mr. Murdoch. Feel like the Black Tower shouldn't really pose like a big threat to you. And also Celestine can be grabbing the stable here, so. Okay, we will give him these halflings. We'll take away these. These. Forts. Okay, so Murdoch is... yeah, gonna get the stronger halflings. Is gonna give the weaker ones away to be upgraded. Then, do we just go with like 1 stacks of these? Yeah, probably we do. Has a few interesting items, but I don't feel like they're gonna be that useful. So yeah, Mr. Murdoch. Gold dragons. Gold dragons are a bit nasty. I feel like maybe like this. Yeah, they can double hit these, they can double hit these. I'm kind of fine either way, right? Or double hit those. Lamau, got him. No buckler, a shield. We didn't have a shield, that's pretty good. So yeah, we need to like kind of clear everything and also go to this little place. But I'm really interested about that subterranean gate. So we need to take fights immediately so we can try to level up into the, you know, the thing. Pathfinding is the name. We'll level up into pathfinding. So this, so. Reach. Okay, cool. Aha, good. Good, because what we can do is we can one-shot these. We can... what is the hotkey for this? Isn't it... wait, hold up. Huh? Okay, I've I've forgotten the hotkey for the heat stroke. I guess I'm the one having the stroke now. Okay. Not the most efficient clearing, but I feel like we should do this just because... oh. So, first aid... oh, we didn't take the tent, damn it. We didn't take the tent, but we don't have access to town with the tents. Murdoch, like Murdump. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I mean, we'll leave it for the wisdom. And we'll kind of go here. Aha, purple. So yeah. It'll be like that. Murdoch. More like Murdum. Got him. The puns of the universe. Anyway. Red naughty. Get the 1,000 experience. Sure thing, Andrea already has 4 attacks, so she might as well. Dodging that and set up like a hero chain. So I feel like we should, you know? What if it has town portal? It doesn't have the portal, and also we can't research the spells and I'm hiccuping. So it doesn't matter at all, even the slightest one bit. Crystal maybe, we're not... well, we can still build the Serpentarium a little bit later. What heroes do we have in the tavern? Mr. Thane and Mr. Gogman. GOG. It's the Gogman. So, what I need is a level up for 2,000 gold. Perfect. Logistics also pretty good. How big is you? It's a giga big one. They have the underground. Is this that original underground where it came out from? Maybe. I feel like getting the air tome is basically GG's because we can also get like one extra spell power, and then also we can get in here and we can like teleport around the map. So what I do want... Who has the tent, by the way? You have the tent. Fool. Should not have had the tent. We'll take these. Yeah, we'll take those. Then Celestine. You can have these. I guess Mr. Eanswythe. Yeah, Mr. Eanswythe will help us pick stuff up. Since we still don't have 8 heroes, what do you have? You have like a Josephine and a Iona. Anyway, so a bunch of griffins, but no... what are they called? No other griffins. No griffin... big boys. Griffin, what are the big boys called? You know what I'm talking about. So anyway, slot number 3, slot number 1. Slot number 2 should be something that is tanky or fast. So slot number 2, 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 5. These are going to be destroyed, are they not? These 2 stacks. I feel like we should be trying for the angel. Murdoch is gonna be angelic. We can almost like hold up. No, don't hold up. So this one moves first, this one moves second, this one moves third. I feel like we can actually strike and then see if it goes through or not. And then 20. I could almost do this. Okay, all of them attack the pikeman. And that's this fight basically done. Right, I guess we sacrifice the pikeman. Okay, actually he's like perfectly sacrificing. Self-taking retaliate, even though they need 2 retaliations to function. To be like attackable. So, pretty perfectly, I guess. Yeah, that's that. Thank you for your contribution, Mr. Pikeman. Then we can't go here, so... And yeah, I feel like Murdoch is just ready for his destiny to go into the airship. Too bad we didn't get to upgrade the troops now. Poor hand. Is Celestine worth upgrading? She already has like pathfinding. She's like pretty good for that. So, Murdoch can either chill in the town for mana. He will need the mana. Actually, maybe Murdoch will go like here. Then Henrietta will be fine over here. Murdoch will deliver the army to her. Then going back there. Going like here. Then Henrietta is like there. Can be here. Then there, basically to like here. Basically like as far as you can go to the town. Like here maybe even. But she has a name. Okay. This feels pretty decent. I feel like we can basically upgrade everything. I do want to build a Serpentarian though, but upgrading is also cool. We could build a fort here and also try to build into this town. We kind of have champions in, ironically. I mean, sure, but like, no, not really. Anyway. I wonder if maybe attacking the main town is better. Where would their underground lead to? Or underground led to over here. Maybe this is their underground. But I do feel like this is just stronger, besides the fact that we can't really take the other units. So, Murdoch has to take this in the hope of leveling up. So then, this, except this. Okay, so, Bro is gonna regenerate his mana, and he's gonna be good, feeling good about this. Eanswythe is gonna go indoors. He's gonna feel good about this because he's not gonna. His portrait is not gonna be in my hero view. We can pick up that. And we can kind of pick up this. So this. So actually we can keep the units that we want to keep, right? No need to like bring those home. I guess we would also keep the juggies. So we'll keep these. So basically just upgrading these two is what we're gonna be doing with Henrietta here. Everything else is already like kinda already set and go. Then over here. Do actually not Floribert. Floribert should have taken that then. Slight oversight anyway, do this. What is the fastest unit we have? Like a single halfling, but no actually. Okay, like whatever. Go here. Okay. Fastest unit we can get is actually Quotal. I'm gonna be buying that. So, next turn we should be having a Giga reinforcing troop. Octavia can reach up to like here, which is actually where we're gonna be leaving Floribert. And then yeah, that's that. Are we building anything else? I don't really think we need. I don't really think we have to. I think we're just, you know, day 5 airshipping. Day 6 we're landing and fighting the Phenixes. Or maybe go, no. Fighting the Phenixes because the air Tome is too mad. And actually maybe even the Utopia. And that's gonna be the game, I think. We will have the air Tome. Potentially the Utopia will give us something useful as well. Not guaranteed, but yeah. So right here, and that will be with no movement points left. Okay, so want to buy out all of these sandworms 100%. Want to buy out this. Want to upgrade all of these. And then I guess, well, armadillo. Well, yeah, we need like a big punching bag. I feel like the armadillos are gonna be that punching bag. But then we have 2 towns, so we have 2 different marketplaces. So I'm gonna sell like 16 of that. I don't think we're gonna be going into the upgraded Quotal stage of the game. And wood is more useful though. So this, and then maybe one other resource. Like a sulfur or something, one other resource, so just so we can afford one more. Okay, cool stuff indeed. So then, Octavia, yep, is able to give us that. And then go back into the town. Floribert, didn't really need to take this, but ooh, logistics, cool. Okay, thank you for that. Give the stuff over to Henrietta, except for maybe like one engineer, one halfling or something, whatever. So, okay, Murdoch. Murdoch doesn't need to take anything. Actually, we could have even reinforced on the next turn, because he's still gonna be like... Yeah, you know what? Hold it. How about we get even more reinforcements? Gonna need to buy like a hero from the town though. To reach with everyone, but still. Okay, and then... Everything is full, which is good and bad. Okay, these guys and these guys, I guess, okay, speed 9, sure thing. Leave ourselves on the fastest troops, and then go for the extra little bit of reinforcements, so... We're gonna just be hitting very hard and trying to end the game here, so I do exist, sub just checked by. I'm happy that people are checking by. People are gonna be so worried if one time I can't stream on a Saturday and I have to like postpone it to like a Sunday or Monday. Shift Control or Tab. I thought that would be, but I didn't know that there was a hotkey for the robot laser. There is a hotkey for the robot laser, but yeah, I have forgotten. Same hotkey to tab between melee and shooters. To shoot, or harpies to stay, usually left shift if I remember. Okay. Oh, by the way, can I complain? I have a new computer and there I have a new keyboard, and that keyboard has like an extra button besides the left shift, and because of it the left shift works differently because it interprets the other button as the left shift. So if I want to do a hotkey like Control Shift Escape, I have to do it on the right side, like the control and shift on the right side and the escape, so I can't like control shift escape to bring up the task manager with one of my hands. I have to have both hands on the keyboard to do that. That is like annoying because it's like muscle memory to just control shift escape with my left hand. And I've like checked the keyboard reconfigurations to like change that, but I've been unsuccessful. So all the armadillos, everyone, last of them. Then I guess the engineers, sure thing. Actually almost reaching Henriette is pretty cool. Then this, we have some reinforcements on top of that even. Octavia. Well, Octavia's gonna actually get away with the imp. Octavia's gonna sit in this town, so she's just not in the hero panel. The rest of the heroes, and then I suppose we can just give away everything that is interesting to us. Celestine, and then we're just merging the army together. So we're gonna be utopiaing. So I think the army this should be like this from Celestine, this from Floribert. So these should be tanking 100%. Then maybe the Mr. Roboto, I feel like with the castle troops, so the Griffins should be here. And then, well, actually maybe 6 troops are fine for the first fight. But, well, yeah, let's get the engineers as well. There, actually that's basically it. So I feel like she will be better off there. So a bunch of troops. Well, actually in that case it's just one engineer. Well, but no, then let's have none at all. Kind of like indecisive, but I feel like this is gonna be fine. So we can maybe even block them off. Is this army strong enough to do like... Maybe I start with the Dragon Utopia actually. Let us go here. So here's my brilliant idea. I blocked them off so they... Oh, but then I'm like stuck here. But still, we blocked them off here. Then they cannot attack Murdoch. And Murdoch can at least get the air tome and get out if they have like a giga big army in the airship for some strange reason. Probably not gonna be finding the purple tent. I appreciate, by the way, that nobody has been spoiling this map for me. Actually, Henrietta maybe needs to be dismissed so we can find her in the tavern again. Oh gosh, I'm hiccuping. I feel like that's actually going to be the case. Henrietta, thank you for your service. You actually have one learning stone that you have not picked up, and it's this one. So actually we'll try to dismiss you at the end of the week after you pick that one up. And then I guess Celestine can also, as a secondary hero, get that extra stat boost. So let's see what are they doing. Aha, they're arriving at my side of the map, and also I kind of missed the fact that they had a hero in the middle. So we can kind of fight in the middle as well. They have like 3 heroes in the middle. Dessa, Iona, and Neela. And there is a Theodorus here. Wish I could tell him, foolish Theodorus. Maybe we can reach him. Not with this man though. So Celestine, please be able to reach him. Aha, foolish Theodorus. You thought you would. We have like negative, no, we have a neutral morale. Foolish Theodorus, you've given me a ship. An airship attack. Let's see what the author did to win this battle. Aha, very interesting. You've given me a bunch of artifacts, and I have an artifact merchant on top of that. I want to be immune to the hypnotize actually. And then here we would be doing that. Okay, cool. You fool, I can't believe you did that. Now we can actually have another person inside of the thing. Inside of the airship. So then Murdoch can fight the Phenixes. Or actually, I have a better idea. He can fight the Wolf Raiders. Grab himself a little bit more mana in the future fights. Then fight the Phenixes. The Phenixes are... Oh yeah, we had tactics, we could have had 7 stacks. Never mind. Yeah, like, I guess the slow boys are together here, and then the faster boys. My tent? What kind of a vandalism do you think you're doing? Anyway, I think the angel can slice this one up. Then, we should be attacking from the angle where he's eating. No double attack. Aha, this is a new creature apparently. Cool. Good to know. Then. Don't really want to spend mana, which might mean taking a little bit more casualties than we could be taking. This should be fine. This is fine. And then we can just smack him 2 for 1. Smack him 2 for 1 indeed. Aha. Cool stuff. Then I said that I would be taking that, but there are high tier spells. Air Tome, and also Air Magic is something we have to look for. I know that this is a small tome, but now what I can do, I can fly in Dimension Door. I can Dimension Door over here, actually. Maybe we should do that. Now... Yeah, actually we can Dimension Door now. So... You fools. I have won the map already. I only need to double my mana in the next turn. Actually, it should be doubling the mana. Well, there's 2 double mana locations. Still though, I'm gonna try to max out my end of a jig. So, gonna max out my experience to max out my knowledge, so I can like magic spring more, if that makes sense. Day 7, I feel like we can just spaz around the map now and be fine. Andrietta can't reach here, thank you for your service. Pal, I guess he's just chilling here because there's 2 things to pick up here. This whole thing is not interesting to me. Second hand maybe. Well, maybe I'm gonna buy like a creature here, Watchtower maybe. Is it... It's not really worthwhile, but just in case. You know what, actually? Research Silo. Fine. And let's just win in the next few turns. Aha. Serpent Fly population doubles. Okay, so... Murdoch has something better than an airship. He has interdimensional travel with the Dimension Door. Enemy dead. Oh yeah, he is not wise, so he cannot understand that. Then, also no air magic. So, we have to go to this magic spring. Do we fly? I think we should fly. And then we can fly over to the Utopia. Actually, we can fly over here. Get some troops. Or no, actually, you know what? We can Dimension Door. We have to bite the bullet here. This is Utopia is gonna be nasty, whatever we do. It's gonna be like doing some casualties because the dragons are super fast. And we don't really have spells to deal with them. We can summon 8 elementals. That's Lamau, as they say. Lamiao. Angels might be focused. You know what, actually 10, 11. I feel like a good cast would be this. Cool. Kinda sucks, but yeah. And then an attack. And then those are being attacked, that's pretty sad. So, this dragon... Actually, this dragon we can laser, so we should be bullying a different type of dragon. This dragon we can laser, as I said already. I feel like the griffin can actually wait. Well, maybe we should have attacked the black dragon here. Anyway, we can laser this very effectively and... Then, slice this dragon. Shield. I don't think we're gonna be needing a shield. Well, maybe we could have saved one. Then, this is fine. Actually, we'll wait. The griffin can take one for the team. Wait here. want the champion to also step aside for the laser. And then this is just done. Okay, cool. Beat up a Utopia. Interference is interesting. Kind of as a last skill. Air magic would also be interesting. Interference is basically like, yeah, actually Murdoch doesn't understand. We have the permanent interference, but no, I think we should be casting. Immunity to mind spells is interesting. Orb of vulnerability is interesting. Because then we are immune. I feel like we should have that. Okay, then we can dimension door. Right, 25. Yeah, okay, I have an idea. So, Celestine just gives Murdoch. He takes away the things we want to sell away from him. We will... Yeah, we don't really care about these. I think the attack is better. The chain isn't the chain necklace plus the... This is interesting because of the air tome. However, I think we're going to be using all our mana for dimension dooring. This is whatever, Stoic Watchman is whatever, so basically all of this we can sell. That means we are having these... these... Is this really the best troop that we can get? Probably. Probably it is. Then I also feel like Celestine can be a menace to society. So like... He already did it once and he can't do it again, damn it. I was like, we can go and assassinate both of these. Well, we can still go and assassinate both of these, but... Kiddos. But we would have to have, like, Floribert doing that. Right? I feel like that's also fine. Also, we got a bunch of, good stuff from the Utopia, a bunch of gold. Beautiful, beautiful gold. I'm gonna actually do this. Yeah, I don't want annoying things to, like, be happening. So this should have maybe given him, like, the artifacts from Murdoch. Anyway, Murdoch needs to go back there at the end of the turn, right? I kind of fumbled the bag very massively here. It looks like this is blocked off from the other side, though, so Murdoch can be left on a fast creature. He can just be, like... You know, here he'll replenish his mana. He has all his artifacts, it's like whatever. Then go into the airship, that's pretty sad, but we can delete their airship so they're not like not giving us problems. Well, actually maybe we don't need to. You know what, actually, it's just whatever. Airships can't attack airships, they'll have to like disembark. And actually it's a new week, so... Let's get a little bit more scouting, damn it. Not the thing I wanted. So, a new week has dawned. Because we have done the Utopia. Oh, Bertram, 350 gold. Let us have... a book. Bertram is much better as a scholar, though. Okay, basically, we just reinforce with everything we have. So that would be... all of these get upgraded. Oh, actually, hold up, I know something that I can do. Octavia can be useful. She can actually grab all these armadillos. Ah, cool. And do that. We should also be trying to dig for the Grail for the maximum score. We also have a risk. I guess Dessa will be trying to dig for the Grail. I guess we can also like buy out all of these, even though that's not quite the maximal usefulness. This. 1, 2, 3. Buy out all of these and these. So this. Automaton 1 stacks. Do I really care about gunslingers? Would I rather have something else? I would rather actually have a fort built. For the flexing points. Okay, then, Bertram. He's not gonna be able to reinforce. But it's... He's gonna be trying to dig for the Grail in the middle of the map. Okay, and... she didn't take the... well, whatever. Don't need them anyway. So, basically, we're just gonna be jumping around dimension dooring. Ah, they did that. So, Murdoch is... Yeah, okay, Murdoch is flying, that's the first thing. He is flying. Then he has mana. Could also be dimension dooring, but we have to like reinforce him, maybe like here. But then again, he has to like go here to fight that Neela off. Kind of awkward how this is like all ended up being, but so this here, this is your army. Cool. Then Floribert, you need some explosive boys. And I suppose just having, I guess, like something like this. Whatever. Okay. So Floribert can go and take some resources. Cool. Then Murdoch. Celestine would like to fight this Dessa, but this Celestine's strong enough to do that. She does have like a bolt. Yeah, maybe actually. So, in that case, what we're gonna be doing... I'm gonna be swapping roles a little bit. Actually, should have done this. Doing 9 marksman. That's pretty cute as well. So, she's gonna be selling all the artifacts in the artifact merchant. Yeah. Do that. The artifact merchant journey. Celestine is gonna be, I guess, trying to dig the artifact from the very middle. Mr. Dimension Door Man. Actually, hold up. You have an objective to do here. For free as well. Cool. Then there is a stable here that we have not yet taken. This is beautiful, beautiful stuff here, really. I guess this is a unit that is like vastly improved by having an upgrade. Okay, Bertram. Give him away all the units. And minus the Juggy. Okay, ooh, Serpent Flies, yeah, we could level somebody up if we really need to, but that's like irrelevant. So, anyway, taking a lot of time on logistics, but we have figured out the logistics. Maybe actually have 2 good armies, because they're gonna be jumping to my side with the... Nah, no need. To my side with that. So here, actually we have 7 slots. And Murdoch is actually really ready to be flying and fighting afterwards. Okay, yeah, so we can reinforce. Okay, then Foolish Neela. I need to not spend any magic in the fight, so I can dimension door more. Then they have a Cyclops stockpile, so I guess we're blocking that. Actually, I guess we're... No, the Magi would be pretty tough, so hit there, hit the Magi over here, I guess jousting in the face. Then we need to not get birded in the face. That is the term indeed, not get birded in the face. So, yeah, okay, this almost one-shots is pretty good. Jousting where? I guess the stone golems. Then again, these guys have like no health and they're like tanky. Aha. Everybody's attacking Olga Kurkoi, sadly. Aha. I guess the strong... Well... Yeah, the strongest guy is the... Health-wise is that one. Well, they're gonna be running away, but... Maybe we can like try to stop them from doing so. But maybe not as well. Like we needed a little bit more oomph for that to succeed, you know? Yeah, they ran away. It is what it is anyway. Next turn we can like fly in Dimension Door here, grab the Subterranean Gate, Or actually go into the subterranean gate. Don't need to grab it. So, we have some money left over. Might as well buy the gunslingers. Okay, then here. This is Iona. I'm gonna still dig. Nothing here. Where could it be? Damn it. Actually, then Floribert. Floribert can indeed grab all of this good stuff here. Mercury. Then. Eanswythe is very happy to reinforce this. Actually, we'll take 64 of these. Cool stuff indeed. Then we fly. And we dimension door. We should be dimension dooring where the terrain is not like straight. In the sense that... Here. Okay. A portal, two-way. What is this? Cragmore? Black tent. Well, the black tent does give us some interesting things. I can also level up because there's like quite a few fights and chests here as well. So I guess we would be doing this. Sure thing, we'll take these. Oh, most questionable pickup of the whole game. Anyway, Hydrus. I could count, or I could just be intuition based. I guess I'll be intuition based. Accurate shot. Good stuff here. And then basically we can just smash the Hydra. Smash the Hydra, cool stuff. Black tent. I guess next turn, yeah, we're just taking this town just to have the town. Then we have the Keymaster for the black tent. Okay, is there anything else on the black tent that we can get from that? This. That's not too interesting. Like you can send a man forward to scout. Hold up. Somebody, yeah, this person had all the artifacts, cool. Rest had all the artifacts. Cool indeed. Okay. I need to build an artifact merchant, but that's like whatever. Here we can keep developing the town, so we should. Maybe there's gonna be like a town portal here, but I highly doubt it. Then here we have a magic arrow, that's cool, that's what I wanted to see. Actually gonna take Mr. Carl here. This is what, a purple. Okay, we're gonna have a purple, so we're gonna be unlocking the passageway here, which is good. Oh, Floribert is being attacked? How so? Oh, what is this? How do I do exist? Opinion on possible Cloverfield run. Cloverfield run? Oh, you mean for like St. Patrick's Day or something? That's interesting. If there would be a map, or is there a map actually named Cloverfields? Let's do this, let's do this, and let's do this, but here instead of waiting, the gargoyle moves first, so we will do that. If there's a map like that, there's maybe like a challenge map, I could look into that. I haven't played any challenge maps really, and I would actually like to start playing some challenge maps. Okay, we can blast these down, or we can blast something else down. Okay then. Fools, you've given me plenty of targets. I hope this guy is strong enough. Yes, he was. Then do this. You fools, you've caused yourselves so many great casualties. Then an accurate shot here. Accurate shot here. Accurate shot here. Floribert even without anything. Okay, that was tricky. Tricky block there. Keep blocking. I'm kind of fine with losing Floribert since he doesn't actually have anything, so yeah, we'll just like brawl. Because they also lose the airship. Made them weaker, which is fine. Their artifact was also booby trapped, which was fine. Actually, hold up. Give me 1, 2, 3 and have 1, 2, 3 in return. Okay, cool. So, Ianswythe finally back into the town, being chilling. I guess we're building a citadel just so this town is more like easy to defend or something. I guess. Then why are these? So we could like reinforce, just in case we can tap this. Earth magic. We would need something else besides earth magic. Wisdom, that would be that something else. So here, Bertram did the thing. Do we send him for a digging squad? Is he a dwarf digging for gold or not? Great question. Then I don't even mind spending 2000 gold for a secondary hero at this point in the time. I don't want to waste too much. So, a puzzle map. Yeah, these are these rocks. It feels like it's like here somewhere, maybe. Celestine should be strong enough with that. So, I feel like we would be flying here no matter what. Could have some interesting artifacts, but I don't really care about those. So, witches, then this town is just gonna be angry at me and shooting at my halflings, is it not? It is, isn't it? Yeah, probably is. But maybe it will be like, oh, hey, engineers are too close. Nope, it isn't doing that. Okay, is there something interesting here already? No, not really. We'll make something interesting here. Has the less often seen pathway of units. Anyway, +1 attack skill is much appreciated. Are we close to level up? No, not really, but still try. We'll try to go grab all the chests. We'll fight the Floribert, damn it, they have Phenixes. But we have good terrain, I think. So, what have I told you? Oh, need to put this in the bunker. So, now they can't reach the halflings, I'm very happy about this. What now, fool? I'm gonna have to attack my angel. And I actually went very hard on the angel as well, which is a bit sad, but it is what it is. So, trying to delete these, it actually worked. Don't have a bless, can't really use spells. That's what it is. We need to keep our formation. Anyway, we have a slot of per unit free now, which is kinda fine. So, we could go for the magic well, or we could not go for the magic well. I feel like we should go for the magic well. I'm gonna even be gangster about this. I'm gonna be dimension dooring here, next to that. Magic well. For no good reason. Well, I guess I could have left it for the fly. Yeah, because I don't have a fly. Not having anything that gives you knowledge is pretty sad. So yeah. I need to figure out where they are located though. And this is fine. Like how to get to their underground. I could just go snatch their town as well. Maybe it's still on the opposite side. Maybe it's like here. It could well be. I was looking for that Calcan, but we didn't get it anyway. Calcan, live here and pick up all these things. Blue. But blue enables me to dimension door. So that's completely fine. So we can do this. We can do this. And Bertram. Actually, we should be taking this artifact for 2000 gold as well. Then Rissa. Where's Rissa? Artifact merchant, but this is too expensive, damn it. Anyway, nothing here. Where could it be? We need more people digging. There's like, this is a black dragon, is it not? No, this is a red dragon? Am I crazy? Anyway, we just want to have it enough for dimension door. I want to take this for the knowledge. Okay, cool. And yeah, basically also cool artifact. Need this, this is a red dragon. Actually, so Dragon of the Red, what is your wisdom? Do not morale, please, Mr. Red Dragon. Otherwise I'm gonna be very upset. Okay, cool. Then we can shoot him in the face. Very, very cool stuff. Need to take the sandals. Of course, good footwear. And now we can dimension door. Ooh, actually perfectly on the town as well. So, Teal's days are numbered, and that number is very low, and I know that that's a joke I always make, but still, I feel like it's funny. Anyway, let's build Griffin Bastion. Let's actually send this man, I guess. Send this man to help us dig for the Grail. I would like to get the extra score, if possible, if at all possible. And actually, hold up, Risa doesn't need to be here. She can give away all the units. Okay, so Murdoch is gonna do the interesting fight, taking their town, the biggest fight of the game, I think. So Neela, their main hero, is also quite strong, but not quite strong enough. I kind of want to leave the magic. Oh yeah, we can definitely do it. Oh, but actually it's pretty close. According to the AI, it's like a very tough fight. And here, and actually even this. Attacking juggernauts? What kind of a Delulu statement is that? I think we should. There's a fireball. And then... Oop, that's super nasty. That's also super nasty. I feel like this fight is not going the way I thought it would. But then again, I did set myself up for that. Anyway, I think we should. Do that. Can't actually go there. That's like a bit of a problem. Perhaps I should be using mana in this fight. We can take a retaliation here. Wait. I think I'm just gonna haste the halfling up. Okay, well, we could just do 2 bolts, and that would be like a very big boon in this battle. I feel like we should do that. Let's do this. Try to keep the corpse and not quite good enough. Nagas can basically reach everywhere except here, so that's where we're going to be going. Let's wait on the champ. Okay, Mr. Juggy can do this. I can't believe she's fireballing. Actually, her man is like insane. I hope I'm not losing this. 70, 170. I guess what we can do is we can bolt 2 of these. These should win this brawl. Yeah, they won very easily. Then I guess we're doing this. Okay. The halfling beating the giant, like in the legends. And yeah, we definitely should be having interference. No, did they dug out the Grail? Hold up. Bros would be cooking me hard if they, if I would have let them cook, as they say. I can't believe they had the Grail. They had the Grail. They can't. I like the fact that they can't build a lookout tower. You can't build, otherwise they could see everything. Oh no. That's not how you're supposed to play the map, apparently. Anyway. This is really cool. Anyway, we can build the this thing. I want to merchant. I want to afford the Mage Guild level 4, right? Yeah, like Mage Guild level 4 or Mage Guild level 5 even. That would be pretty cool if I can afford that. We can sell all the lesser artifacts for all the resources that we would need. So sulfur here is needed. Sulfur, I guess. This, even this, gold, cool. So, Town Hall for the gold. anything interesting here? Okay, we need ore now. So they actually, bros, actually dug out. Was it like here? Probably it was. Quest gate, only those who fly the Teal flag may pass. That is a bit of a shame. Anyway, ooh. It seems that in ancient times, another group from the surface tried to flee to this cave in a bid to save their lives. However, the cave was too small for them to survive for long, and in the end, all the new dwellers died. Oh no, a tragedy. Environmental storytelling. Yeah, it would be like that. So we can see the whole map now. Ziph is here, Josephine is here, and then they have this town on the other side. Okay, interesting. So this map is not fully symmetrical. There's a new map called Cloverfield. I'm currently playing it as well. It's hella big, looks kinda like Elemental Land Crapcore in my opinion. Could be wrong though. I'll send the link for you. Maybe you can check it out. It's a giant map though. Ooh, giant maps are ones that I'm gonna be like... I need to like special preparation for them. Basically, I need to do a bunch of things in real life and then also go to the store. And then have like some food prepared for like a 4-day marathon or 3-day marathon where I can like stream 6 to 8 hours, like 4 days in a row. And then basically, you know, because I want to finish the G-size maps in one sitting. Where one sitting is like across multiple days, because I feel like if I don't touch a map for like a week or 2 weeks, I would forget what it was all about, you know. But yeah, interesting stuff. A lot of G-size maps popping off. I will check it out. A Teal's time is sticking to a tooth. It seems like Murdoch's time is sticking to a tooth. Never mind, the rock throwers rocked the giant's heart. Yep. He got half-linked. Anyway, yeah, Murdoch needs to recover mana so he can dimension door. Can I, like, go here? Yeah, his movement, he would have enough movement, that's cool. Didn't actually change anything, but still. Anyway, bro will have a bunch of mana in the next turn. Then he can, yeah, go here, Dessa. I feel like the secondary heroes should be trying to, like, also have their own adventures. I guess we can have that. Oh wait, hold up, we have, like, a whole thing not bought out. Do this, cool stuff. Ian of the Swite. Actually, Bertram, yeah, I feel like it doesn't really matter at this point who is gonna do what, who's gonna finish off who. Just pause. Okay, yeah, Bertram is like better equipped for this, I think. And then 1, 2 for repairs, sure thing. So this man goes here. Bertram, I guess he has to jump into this airship because I blocked myself off. A bit of an oof. Then Dessa here. I guess we can buy like an airship here. Celestine. So 5,020. And actually, hold up, the terrain is the same terrain that is here, which is a very interesting little detail that basically nobody ever would notice. But I noticed. I see that the Hotta crew cares about tiny details like that. Oh, actually, hold up, we have a bank. I'm like, this is gonna be like quite expensive, but then like just bank it up. So, some 700, airship, and boom. So we can basically next turn go everywhere. I think Murdoch should go here, and basically that's gonna be that. So, blue tent is where? Oh, blue tent is here behind a black tent, and black tent would be like, where did we get the black tent again? Oh, we got the black tent in this subterranean gate. Yeah, we got the black tent in this gate, for which they would need the light blue tent. The light blue tent is where? What is this portal actually leading to? The... Oh, here? Wait, where is the light blue portal? Okay, oh wait, there. So wait, how are you supposed... Oh, you're supposed to airship here. Okay, got it. Got it. I was being stupid for a while there. I guess I'm going through the blue portal with Murdoch, and then... Aha, they're attacking me with peasants. You fool. These peasants will not be able to... Okay, we can do this, or we can do like double. 70. feel like this can wait, and then actually these guys, because they shoot twice. I really like Marksman and Grand Elf 1 stacks for this reason, that they double tap creatures, and then also this guy should be double tap. Because it's like basically guaranteeing, even against the big unit, Lemao, Nice Blind, Fool, even against the big creature, it guarantees that you get like multiple hits in. So you can always, again, even against a strong hero, you can deal some damage against like lower tier creatures. Makes sense. Then here, this is -2. I guess let's just get rid of a stack. Oh, we're sad, too bad. Celestine is gonna be, sadly, disappearing. Let's meditate, just so they could get like another spell off and hurt themselves. I don't really care about Celestine, but she's been since us. She's been with us since day one. I took my airship anyway. Well, rather he destroyed my airship so he could build his own. And then Seal of Sunset, interesting stuff. Arms of the Legion for the level 6 troop growth, but yeah, we can't do that. Oh gosh, I'm lagging. My stream is so popular that I'm lagging. Make that make sense. Anyway, build this, even though we're not gonna need it. Yeah, Bertram can go here, just in case we need to catch somebody. So actually, we need to attack here. Eanswythe can reach here, so Josephine, yep. So Eanswythe's army is hopefully big enough here to do this. So I think we just do this and win. What is it? IAA. Anyway, Josephine. You fool. I will destroy you. Enemy has fled. Without you fleeing, I will destroy you. Golems don't take any damage, so maybe we should be casting something. I can't believe we don't have Blessed, though. Let's see if she does something funky. Actually, you know what? Hasting these up is gonna be fine, right? Yeah, that's kinda cool. I do feel like these guys... Wait, so set the detonation. Yeah, so they're gonna be helping themselves explode. And they're running away, too bad. Well, it is what it is. And then Murdoch, he has the job. I'm kind of like curious about this mage guild though. I guess we can build it to see what is up here. What is in this mage guild, what is good in this hood. Level 4 mage guild. Could also build a mage tower to make the casting cheaper in battle. I could have actually had more mana, which is a little bit of an oversight, and also hold up. Their artifacts were better and I just didn't have them equipped for no reason. Anyway, level 4 mage guild. Would they have had the town port? They would have a resurrection. And we are not an air magician, are we? No, we are not an air magician. That is a bit of a shame. So, there is a person here, Dessa. Their underground gate goes here. So we would need a person here in this underground. So, ooh, Theodorus. And Sorsh. So. Actually, we can do this, we can do that, and we can probably... maybe do that. I mean, it's a bit too slow. Anyway, give her the book. Okay, well, Murdoch could try to DD here, attack, go here. Oh yeah, actually buying out from the town would be like a good way. But then we have a problem. Yeah, we can't reach those two heroes. I'm gonna try to like win in this turn, basically. I feel like for that we need to fly. This is already kind of not good enough, so we have to like dimension door here, right? Then again, too bad. Okay, fine. I have an idea. So he's just gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3. those. That's for free. A little bit of XP, so this. Damn it, I can't win in this round because he's like too slow. You fools, Murdoch will defeat you in the next round anyway. You cannot run away from me. Then we can buy... Ooh, Celestine's back, amazing stuff. Let's get some of these Magi's as well. So anyway, gonna be reinforcing two of these, and then Theodorus. Theodorus here. That's some 1 stacks. Basically, we just want multiple heroes and on the way there already. Mr. Fireball Man or Mrs. Luna. I feel like this is gonna be fine, so okay, let's not discriminate, Mr. One Gremlin. Okay, anyway, we just have like multiple heroes set, so just so these guys can't escape too far away. Let's win in the next round, and maybe we can also build something cool to make the towns happy. We're making a 17,000 with this because of the Grail. Month 2 on an S-size map, but then again this one is like a little bit convoluted with the way it like loops around. So we need to get the raids down because they're gonna be annoying for the other heroes. Okay. 0 to 1. Sure. They also have the refugee camp fever with all the different units. And I guess we wouldn't be sticking around too long, so just try to get as many of them down as we can. So rock growth anyway. Can't really take too much else here. Okay, Ziph. So we need to go pretty far. We can't reach anyway. Murdoch. Murdoch is gonna be having one hell of a blast with the Scuffed Army. He's gonna have like a good fight against the town. Do you wish to retreat? Absolutely not. I think we should be winning this now. Like, definitely. Oh, we don't have any flying units, so the game is like, no, this isn't possible. Alright, Chief, I'ma head out. I'll catch you later. Thanks for the stream. Alright, Mr. Caniolo. See you later indeed. Damn it, my half-things disappeared. Even harder than I thought they would. They're actually going ham. I do have like... I think I can afford one chain. Here, and then we should basically be getting rid of all 3 of these stacks if we can. Then I guess we're doing this. Doing that. We will win because of the armadillos, because they're like super tanky. And maybe like a magic arrow. Actually, you know, I know exactly the spell. Oh, and actually we got bless as well. So these guys can go indoors. Yep, exactly. And then just blast down the wolfies. Cool. Exploit. Okay, cool. So. Deal with these 2 heroes. And deal with this one hero. So. Iona, or Indian from the last time, anyway. I think we should be blasting them down in style. I feel like that style should be golems. Buffed by 6 stacks of genies. Right, Mr. Theodorus and some like attack stats. Yeah, coolio. So, Mr. Theodorus is really feeling it. Actually, in fact, hold up, Celestine. This... I want to be like 100% sure, because then... Yeah. Okay, yeah, with this we should be 100% certain that we can blast them down. In fact, hold up, let me give me 1 Magi so I can also cast cheaper things. Theodorus is gonna blast down this Dessa really fancily. Oh, actually we have teleport, so this is like perfect. So, buff up this guy. Protections from everything, cool stuff, except for the fact that it's like not what he needs at all. Okay, then buff him up even harder. Bros, can you not? Can you don't? I didn't see a bless in there, so let's bless up. Attack the Nagas, because they cannot be hit back. Well, too bad Magi disappeared anyway. I think we can blast this sucker down. Then, here, have some more buffs. He finally got haste. And cool. Spyglass. Person, Mr. Theodorus is taking the money. Can we, like, do something cool? Inflate resources here. Check out maybe where the Grail actually was. Don't think anybody's fast enough for this task anymore. Violet, can you get over that? So, I know I'm kind of wasting the time here, but I'm just very curious. Let's take Iona here. So, where was the Grail located at? There's still a few Grails, a few obelisks. There's like two we're not gonna see. And then Murdoch here, and then there's gonna be like one that we are not gonna see over there. Well, they do be like that, so... Damn it, Eurissa, you can't even make it to the town. Okay, anyway, the other Stronghold town. It's interesting that there's two duplicate towns. What about... So... Okay, these rocks here. So these are... it was like here, wasn't it? Next to the unicorn, because there's like the three... No, it's like here, jungle tree... Okay, wait. Jungle looking tree on a grassland. Jungle looking tree on a grassland. Here, okay. So this side is the right side, above the automaton in the puzzle map. So yeah, the Grail was here below the arena. So actually this map is not mirrored. This map is not balanced, imagine that. Anyway, we'll pick up a few guys just to be playing some music for us. Me and my best friend, who also plays Heroes 3, used to call this music, like, because the Bloodlust spell kind of sounds like a radio. I don't know if that's like a weird thing to be associating it with, but yeah. We're gonna have them play some radio for us. Anyway, gonna be bloodlusting this, and I guess this. Oh, well, it's not what I wanted to move forward, but still. Damn it, my halfling. So. But yeah, the Bloodlust spell is like a feast to your ears. Anyway, he's trying really hard, Fafnir. Trying really hard to survive. Foolish Fafnir. You cannot survive, and I think they haven't actually done the conservatory either, so... Foolish Ziph. A glorious victory even. Did we just like walk into there? How did we actually succeed? Without any casualties, by the way. Very curious. I want to actually see what the AI did. That's not the same battle I got. Anyway. I think we should flex on them in style. We should do this. And just roll. Roll in and smash them. So Teal has been vanquished. Congratulations, all your enemies have been defeated. And victory is yours. And yeah, I did have a little bit of a fun with this map. But yeah, once we saw the air tome, I basically knew what was going to be the primary objective. Getting the air tome, and then even, you know, because it's next to the edge of the map, I blocked them off with the airship. So I can just snatch the air tome. Even if I take massive casualties, I can Dimension Door or fly back to my side. And then basically with the air tome, I can kind of defend my side. Also the factory town, and with multiple heroes with estates. Murdoch had estates, Eanswythe already had expert estates, then I think we already had Octavia at that point too. It's like, you know, we can basically camp on two towns, one town that has 2 tier 7 creatures, and we can be completely fine. And this is like easy victory. But actually, if they had the Grail, and I thought that's gonna be in the middle, so given enough time, they would have actually grown to Titans, so I could have been in trouble, especially with Neela. The Armorer does make the Titans look very nasty to deal with. Especially since the range, they have no melee penalty, they're like tanky, So yeah, very happy that even though they found the grail that I had an air tome so I could like go past. But yeah, this map is like small, but it's like claustrophobic in a sense. You need to, you know, have a big enough army that you can fly into a contested zone and then take some loot and then get out and basically progress the map a little by little. I guess there were actually only 3 contested zones, like with the airship yard in the middle, which I got to first, the Dragon Utopia thing with the air tome as well, which I got to first, and then I guess the third underground, which I also got first. So yeah, I wonder if the AI, well actually yeah, the AI must have been slowed down by the fact that there's snow. If I play this from the other perspective and I wasn't the faction that had snow, walking troops, and I had no pathfinding, maybe I would also be slowed down, and also I wouldn't know about the air tome. So I think that would have went a little bit more poorly for me, especially because they also had the level 6 dwelling there. Level 4 dwelling with the automatons would have been good. The level 6 dwelling with the gunslingers would have been like a pretty bad dwelling. I feel like level 6 dwellings for factory are like just a trap, because you need to like have like sandworms or Olga-Turquoise and haste up or tactics, which Murdoch does have tactics, so I guess I could have beaten those down, but anyway. Yeah, we're just gonna... I feel like we saw the whole map already, but just in case, I will load on day 1 in case I missed something very, very interesting on their side. This was Air Tyrants, so it should be up here, and it is up here. Very cool. I like the fact that the first maps, the maps with A, are at least alphabetical, because sometimes they're not later on. So yeah. What did we miss from their side? If we got the lore over here, I guess we can go... Oh, you can't... Oh, have to go over here first to like go here. So yeah, the Utopia was also really, really good. Could have gotten air magics if I really wanted to. Should not have that. Okay. So from their side, this was their subterranean gate. They had a level 6 dwelling, scholar for intelligence. Pretty interesting actually. Knowledge pickup, this is what, 3005 mercury, bro. Imagine that. Was this free? This was free. Was this free? Hold up. Let me see actually. Elephant's actually blocking a pretty good artifact. They should have like another artifact that's like... you need to pay to get it. Yeah, this one. No? What? Wise person he meets. Oh, actually you can't even get to here if you don't have wisdom. That is pretty interesting. Let's actually see that. Let's see this quest. Basically the quest says the hermit is willing to give the pendant to the first wise person he sees. We are not wise because we do not have wisdom. Murdoch, please level up into wisdom. I require you to level up into wisdom. Hideous mask, okay, please, wisdom. No, that's not wisdom. Murdoch, you already had the wisdom offered to me like a little while ago. Bro doesn't want to be wise anymore. That's pretty sad. Murdoch, be wise about this. Wisdom, so let's see if this is what the quest actually wants. And yeah, they had like a bunch of artifacts. That's pretty interesting actually. You can like block off passages with artifacts, and then they also could immediately see their airship. And they would also get some lore, right? No? Hello? Hello? What? They don't have a lore. For exiting this, maybe it's because I'm flying but that's like interesting. They would have like a very big shield here. What do they have? Precision. Bruh. Interesting. Some stats. The fact that the champions were actually joining Oh, and actually I feel like these also joined them, so I want to see if the champions also join me again. Yeah, they're followers, okay, cool. I got very lucky with them because they're a strong unit that did kind of unironically enable me to do a few things extra. And yeah, you have like a bit of wood here. I'm gonna see, just for curiosity's sake, what they had. They had, okay, the same size angel, dwelling, a black shard, and yet their town once again. Okay, well, they also had some joiners. It's pretty interesting that they left some joiners for the map. And, this is why there was a tier 3 thing here. Because some towns don't have a higher level. Okay, Mr. They would have a war pit as well. Okay, interesting stuff. Spell power. And then... yeah, black tent. Yeah, so we basically saw everything here already. I just want to see maybe there's like a flavor text here. There wouldn't be a place to put it, so yeah. Interesting that they give you a hill for it, but yeah, basically 3 contested areas in the middle. Only 1 mine of each type, by the way, and one player gets crystal and sulfur, and the other player gets gems and mercury. So you can actually be scuffed on the resources. Also the fact that you can't research spells, but then again there's like also a few resources laying on the ground. This could maybe be a stalemate of a map. Especially, yeah, if one player has like snow walking through. Actually, if both players don't have anything that can walk on snow, it could be like pretty nasty. But yeah, interesting stuff. So yeah, I think we've checked the map out already quite a bit, and yeah, a bunch of artifacts, like relic glass artifacts. But yeah, basically the start of the show was of course the air tome, because even a hero with foreknowledge can make use out of a dimension door. Dimension door is one hell of a powerful spell, I must say. I will do this and we will go back to the main menu. Okay, so I was guest 273. This map was Air Tyrants. We got to fly around with the airship a little bit. We made a pretty decent Murdoch, like a pretty strong mercenary wise. He wasn't much for casting spells, but he was much for like fighting things with his archery, tactics, offense, logistics, actually water magic, which is pretty interesting, logistics, pathfinding, and yeah. I can't remember what was the like 8th skill I took, but yeah, we did have all the skills. No, like only 1 school of magic. I think it was wisdom, wasn't it? But yeah, still got to cast some spells with the air tome and with the royal armor of the Nyx. Didn't have much power, but you know, it's interesting to get some variety in your games. This one was like a might game, I guess, more than a magic game. Although, well, yeah, even might heroes can make good use out of a dimension door, especially on an S-size map. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was pretty fresh having, you know, flying around with airships, but I feel like the airships are mostly reserved to the main hero here. It's pretty risky to fly around with, you know, multiple heroes, especially because the airship is so expensive. I don't really want to give the airship to like a secondary hero. I mean, since I'm playing factory, I can justify it by giving the second hero some automatons, because at least then he can deal damage to an opponent hero. So there's that. But other than that, yeah, I feel like just the main hero should be the one using the airships. I think in bigger maps it would be pretty cool to have secondary heroes with airships flying around, picking stuff up. But airships are actually kind of like worse boats. Well, they're like boats that fly, but then again they're not affected by like lighthouses. I wish that there was a lighthouse for airships that would make them move faster. Because right now being in an airship is like a fly that is worse, that is like a handicapped fly. Because you have to spend a turn embarking and disembarking. You can't fight anything, you can't pick anything up. It's just like, you know, airships have their uses, but they're pretty limited, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, I'll stop rambling for now. I'll thank you for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next time, whenever that is. And yeah, that's it for today. I think next time we will be maybe playing a custom map next Saturday or not. I will just have to see. I've been enjoying these smaller hotter maps, but it's also pretty good that I can like variate between a smaller map and a bigger map. So like maybe we can do a you know, another hotter map because the next few Hoto maps are like SRM size as well, because we're still stuck on 2-player maps. So yeah, we'll just have to see what kind of a map we roll into. But yeah, thank you for watching and cheers. And the end stream button is loading in. That's why I'm like having 3 different outros. Okay, it loaded in. Anyway, see you guys. And that's gonna be that. Except for some reason the thing is spinning. Oh no, is it stuck? I hope it's not.